Hi there. This is Eddie from Rugby Obsessed Bloke, and welcome along to another episode of the Adidas Hunt Down Next Pack Rugby Boot Review Series. Today, because we have moved on to a new level of rugby boots, this time for the boots designed specifically for the forwards instead of the boots designed specifically for the backs, we'll be looking at three differently colored versions of the brand spanking new Adidas Kakari X Kevlar SG rugby boots from the Hunt Down Next Pack. So sit tight, strap yourselves in, and I hope that you enjoy it. Let's get into it. If you're a Type 5 player in your rugby team, that's either a prop, hooker or lock, then these brand spanking new Adidas Kakari X Kevlar rugby boots in a colorway of light brown and red are designed for you. Other options for a forwards rugby boot would be either the Adidas Kakari Force, the A6 Warno, the Mizuno Waitangi Prime Skin, the Mizuno Morelinio, the Canterbury Phoenix or the Canterbury Stampede, but I find that a pair of rugby-specific boots designed for forwards just like these would work best, but I'd rather prefer to put my hands on a more lightweight pair as I am a backline player in my rugby team, for example the Predator Malice Control SG, the Predator Flare SG, or the Malice SG, but these boots would still work well for the forwards. Powering the players in the engine room. Lace up a pair of these Adidas Kakari Force SG rugby boots in light brown and red. Designed for rugby players at the heart of the action, these Adidas rugby boots feature innovative superlight technology within that provides greater control to help you keep driving your team forward up the pitch. They also feature a neoprene sock constructed collar for additional support and protection. These boots feature an advanced sock construction that provides greater protection and support around the ankle. Built upon an Adidas ground control outsole, the Kakari Force provides dominant traction and has reinforced studs to support grip on soft ground pitches. Removable metal and molded blades and a 10mm race heel provide dynamic foot positioning for additional security. In a classic light brown and red, designed for Type 5 players, make sure you lace up a pair of these Adidas Kakari Force SG rugby boots. You can pick up a pair of these brand spanking new rugby boots from lovelrugby.co.uk for a great price of $304.76 and from my online store at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for an even cheaper price of $229.99. I will post them straight to your door no matter where you live around the country. Enough said. Stay tuned as we'll be moving on to looking at the collegiate navy, blue and silver metallic colored version of these boots. Keep watching. This right here is the collegiate navy, blue and silver metallic colored version of the brand spanking new Adidas Kakari X Kevlar SG rugby boots from the Hunt Down Next Pack, which you can purchase from lovelrugby.co.uk for $304.76. The striped pattern on these boots kind of reminds me of the Adidas stripes used on the rugby jerseys for the French international team. They leave and offer a perfect fit, and will be comfortable enough for those with bad arches. I will try my very best to let you know when these have been put in stock at my online store. So stay tuned for that. The Adidas Kakari Hunt Down Next Pack range of rugby-specific boots. Fine-tune for the forwards. Fine-tune for speed, power, control and maximum scrum domination. Adidas Rugby. Proud sponsor of rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz. Just before I close this video down, make sure that you take a look at the white and silver metallic colored version of the Adidas Kakari X Kevlar rugby boots from the Hunt Down Next Pack. You can purchase these from lovelrugby.co.uk for $304.76. I will let you know when these are posted to my online store. Enough said. I'm sorry that there are no other photos of these boots, as with the light brown and red colored version, but that's because lovelrugby.co.uk is stupid by not putting them up. Anyway, a very good bye for now, and I'll catch you same place, same time next time for another Adidas Hunt Down Next Pack rugby boot reviewing episode on Rugby Obsessed Bloke. The power behind rugby. See you soon. Hi, and welcome to our 5th episode of the Hunt Down Next Pack Rugby Boot review series right here on Rugby Obsessed Bloke. It is such a pleasure to have you all here. I'm your host, Eddie Rugby Obsessed Bloke Gardner, and this time, it is a special time for me and my fans, because I'll be having our very own chance to show you a few differently colored versions of the brand spanking new Adidas Kakari Light in both soft ground and artificial ground formats from the also brand spanking new Hunt Down Next Pack, which was introduced late last year into the Adidas Rugby Boot range. I am extremely sorry about the delay for the production of this video, because I have been busy in the last couple of days, and, as you have noticed, I turned 17 nearly 2 months ago. But anyway, let's crack straight into this review, because I guarantee that you'll not at all want to leave the couch. I hope you enjoy it. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce to you a pair of the brand spanking new Adidas Kakari Light SG Rugby Boots from the brand spanking new Hunt Down Next Pack in an also brand new colorway of light brown and red, which I think is striking indeed. These rugby boots are designed specifically for the players at the dead end back of the forward pack, particularly flankers and number 8s. So, if you're one of those players, make sure to pick yourself up a pair of these great rugby boots before the season starts, because it would be a wonderful idea to do just that. I would definitely have gone all the way for these rugby boots if I was either a flanker or number 8 in my rugby team, but as I play as a first 5/8, I'd rather choose a stylish and lightweight rugby-specific boot for a fast-paced runner and powerful kicker, rather than an even more powerful scrummager and tackler. I'd still need to have fairly high speed if I was a player like that, but because my speed is even faster than that, then I'm sorry, these are not my choice of rugby-specific boots. I'd rather choose to go for the light brown, red and talc version of the Adidas Predator Malice Control SG rugby boots instead, because I like them better, and they would sound a bit more comfortable compared to the same colored Adidas Kakari Light SG rugby boots, which would no way at all be approved for kicking as well as high speed, whereas the Predator Malice Control SG rugby boots would. The Kakari Light SG is also heavier than my preferred boot, the Predator Control Malice SG, but the light brown, red and talc colored version, which means that that's another reason why the Kakari Light SG would not be my choice of rugby-specific boot at all. Not a bit. Enforce yourself on the game when you lace up a pair of these Adidas Kakari Light SG rugby boots in light brown and red. Designed for rugby players at the heart of the action, breaking up play with crucial tackles and darting into key positions, these Adidas rugby boots feature innovative superlight technology within that provides a great balance between control and speed to help you keep driving your team forward up the pitch. Combine the lightweight tough wearing upper with the low-cut sock design, giving players the explosive power they need to be the first to the breakdown. Featuring a genuine leather toe box, there's plenty of comfort as the power outsole improves traction and acceleration thanks to the combination of molded and metal screw-in studs. In a classic light brown and red design, these boots are designed for the back row players to make sure you lace up a pair of these Adidas Kakari Light SG rugby boots. All because of a sale running on loverrugby.co.uk this week. The price of these brand spanking new Adidas Kakari Light SG rugby boots from the Hunt Down Next Pack in light brown and red coming from the also brand spanking new Hunt Down Next Pack has gone all the way down to $190 New Zealand dollars and 2 cents. They are also available from my online store, that now has a new name, boots.rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz, for an incredible price of $199 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. Don't forget to pick them up before they're gone, because before you know it, I'll be beginning to have very limited stock of these boots. Stay tuned and keep watching as we'll be moving on to having a quick look at the collegiate navy, blue and silver metallic colored version of the brand spanking new Adidas Kakari Light SG rugby boots from the also brand spanking new Hunt Down Next Pack. Stick around. Apologies if I took too long while talking about the last pair of boots. The Adidas Kakari Light SG in the brand's new colorway of light brown and red from the Hunt Down Next Pack. I worked out that the total amount of time I took to talk was 3 minutes and 13 seconds. But now, let's move on to looking at the collegiate navy, blue and silver metallic colored version of these boots. In my opinion, this distinctive design I would call striking and bold for a pair of rugby boots like these ones. Make sure to pick up a pair of these brand new rugby boots from lovelrugby.co.uk for an absolutely incredible yet affordable price of 190 New Zealand dollars and 2 cents. They look great on your feet. Stay tuned as we'll be going on to looking at the white and silver metallic version of the Adidas Kakari Light SG rugby boots from the Hunt Down Next pack. Keep watching. This right here is the second last pair of Adidas Kakari Light Rugby boots from the Hunt Down Next pack that we'll be looking at today, and the third and last of the soft ground versions. This time is the white and silver metallic colored version of the Adidas Kakari Light SG Rugby boots. This is also a striking design. I forgot to tell you that the three stripes, which represent the Adidas brand, on the collegiate navy, blue and silver metallic colored version, have colors that remind me of the stripes on the jerseys and shorts for the French international rugby team, and the pattern on these boots reminds me of the popular Adidas football boots seen on the feet of some rugby players called the Ace. Make sure to pick up a pair of these boots from lovelrugby.co.uk for another incredible price of 190 New Zealand dollars and 2 cents. I will let you know when I have posted these and the collegiate navy, blue and silver metallic colored version of these boots to my online store. I'm telling you that these will be there very soon, so don't panic. They'd be great on your feet if you started playing rugby this season, but I reckon that the collegiate navy blue and silver metallic colored version would stand out more, although both versions stand out easily along with the light brown and talc colored version, and they are all worth their weight in gold as far as I'm concerned. The Adidas Kakari Hunt Down Next pack range of rugby-specific boots. Fine-tune for the forwards. Fine-tune for speed, power, control and maximum scrum domination. Adidas Rugby. Proud sponsor of rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz. Quickly before I close this video down, I'll get you to take a short look at the artificial ground version of the light brown and talc-colored Adidas Kakari Light Rugby boots from the Hunt Down Next pack. You can purchase these for a great bargain for 176 New Zealand dollars and 45 cents online at lovelrugby.co.uk. This version is exactly the same as the first one that we looked at in this video, but it contains a mix of artificial ground studs on the soles which are designed exclusively for use on firm, dry and hard artificial ground surfaces, instead of soft ground removable metal studs. I'm extremely sorry that this video took quite a long time for me to make after I spent time re-recording and improving audio clips for this video. I hope that you have enjoyed my fourth episode in the Rugby Obsessed Bloke exclusive Adidas Hunt Down Next pack rugby boot review series as much as I did. I'm sorry I do not have any other photos of these boots, or the identical soft ground version, or the white and silver metallic version because lovelrugby.co.uk hadn't left me any. Anyway, a very goodbye for now, and I'll catch you next time for our sixth and final episode of the Adidas Hunt Down Next pack rugby boot review series right here at my Dunedin-based studio on Rugby Obsessed Bloke. The power behind rugby. See you then. Hi. Welcome to our sixth and final episode of the Adidas Hunt Down Next pack rugby specific boot reviewing series. I'm your host, Eddie Rugby Obsessed Bloke Gardner. After 5 consecutive months in the making, this series has finally come to an end. Well, not quite, with today's review on the Adidas Kakari SG and Kakari Elite SG rugby boots in an all-new colorway of light brown and red. After the reviews of the two pairs, we'll be moving on to going all the way through the standings and points received on the scoreboard of statistics for each rugby-specific boot pair from the Adidas Hunt Down Next pack range. But that won't be till the end of the video, so don't panic. Just relax, sit tight and strap yourselves in, because this last review for the series will blow your mind and it'll be an absolute cracker. I'm also looking forward to reviewing the next range of rugby-specific boots from one of the world's leading brands, but I might as well make you enjoy this one first. Let's get started. If you're a front rower in your rugby team looking for a top quality pair of rugby-specific boots, then these brand spanking new Adidas Kakari SG rugby boots from the brand spanking new Hunt Down Next pack in an amazing new colorway of light brown and red are for you. The distinctive design of a stud configuration is located down the bottom of each of the two boots to provide secure grip, traction and improved support both on soft ground pitches and while in the scrum. The leather-like synthetic upper also provides secure fit and reduces stress on the lower body. Enforce yourself on the game when you lace up a pair of these Adidas Kakari SG rugby boots in light brown and red. These Adidas rugby boots have been designed for rugby players at the heart of the action, breaking up play with crucial tackles and darting into key positions. Designed for scrummaging and forward play, the boots feature a TPU plate to help keep your foot stable during aggressive cuts. With a 6x2 stud formation featuring screw-in metal studs ensures you get plenty of grip whilst playing on natural soft ground pitches. In a classic light brown and red design that will please many traditionalists, make sure you can be the one to change the game when you lace up these Adidas Kakari SG rugby boots. Grab a pair of these great rugby boots from lovelrugby.co.uk for an incredibly cheap price of $81 New Zealand dollars and 91 cents. They are also available at my online store at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for another incredible price of $199 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents, with stacks of stock left. They'll last as long as you want them to if you look after them. They'll be a great gift for those starting playing rugby this season, and they'll look great on your feet all because of this distinctive design of a rugby boot. They'll even look comfortable and mold to the shape of the foot quicker than any other rugby-specific boot. The Adidas Kakari Hunt Down Next pack range of rugby-specific boots. Fine-tuned for the forwards. Fine-tuned for speed, power, control and maximum scrum domination. Adidas Rugby. Proud sponsor of rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz. This right here is the elite version of the Adidas Kakari SG rugby boots in the brand spanking new light brown and red, which can be purchased from lovelrugby.co.uk for an amazing bargain of $115 New Zealand dollars and 88 cents, and also from my online store at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz for another amazing bargain of $104 New Zealand dollars and 99 cents. Free postage and packaging with a purchase of a pair of these boots is also included, plus, I'll throw in a free Rugby Obsessed Bloke branded hoodie and beanie set in black to help you keep warm for the winter, but only for a strictly limited time, and only until the 15th of June 2018, so make your purchases as soon as you can, or otherwise, if you take too long to make your purchases before then, you'll eventually have to miss out on this special offer. Stay tuned as right now we'll be moving on to looking at the standings of each boot from the Adidas Hunt Down Next pack before we conclude the sixth and final episode for this series. Stick around. Right now, let's take a quick look at the standings of each rugby boot from the Adidas Hunt Down Next pack before we conclude the sixth and final episode of what has been yet another thrilling rugby-specific boot review series. For the winning pair, in first place, that has a total of 4,500 points on the scoreboard, we have the Predator Malice Control SG. Next up, in second place, on a total of 3,595 points, we have the Predator Flare SG. And then, coming in extremely close in the third place position, on a total of 3,425 points, we have the Malice SG. And next up, in the fourth place position, with a total of 3,300. Next up in this list, for our penultimate pair, sitting comfortably in the fifth place position, with a total of 3,115 points on the scoreboard, we have the Kakari Light SG. And finally, We have the losing pair, the one that we looked at the start of this sixth and final episode of the Adidas Hunt Down Next Pack Rugby Specific Boot Reviewing Series, the Kakari SG, which is a total of 2,996 points on the scoreboard. I've forgotten to mention that these are like the takedown version of the Kakari X Kevlar SG, which means that they are slightly cheaper than the professional model, and again, they also have a slightly different stud configuration. The studs on the Kakari X Kevlar SG boots are much smaller and lighter than the studs on this version. Stay tuned as I have one final message to make before this season concludes. But before that, I'll show you two sneak peeks at the artificial ground version of the Predator Malice Control boots and also the takedown version of the Predator Malice Control boots with a slightly different but relatively similar name, the Predator Malice. Keep watching. Right now, just before I leave you one last message before I officially conclude this sixth and final episode of what has been a fantastic series of the Adidas Hunt Down Next Pack Rugby Boot Review Series, it is my absolute pleasure to present to you for just one quick sneak peek, a brand new, never-before-seen pair of the Adidas Predator Malice SG Rugby Boots in an all-new colorway of light brown, red, and talc. These are almost like the takedown version of the Predator Malice Control SG Rugby Boots, which are also a part of the brand spanking new Hunt Down Next Pack, created by one of the world's leading international sports brands, Adidas. I mentioned that the price difference between the two versions is that the elite version of these boots called the Predator Malice Control SG is $242 New Zealand dollars and 96 cents on levelrugby.co.uk, whereas this version is slightly cheaper, because the price on this one is $212 New Zealand dollars and 59 cents if you purchase it from levelrugby.co.uk. This version also contains the unique padded heel system on the inside of each boot, and also the sprint frame heel construction and the Predator ball control elements for kicking, just like the professional version of these boots, to allow extra cushioning, comfort and support on both heels. This is a kicker's dream rugby boot. Also included is the unique mixture of silver removable metal studs and red molded bladed studs. I was going to say that I was to do two sneak peeks, but now I have decided it. I will include an extra one towards the end of this video before my last season concluding message to all my viewers and subscribers out there today, so stay tuned for the third one. But right now, we'll be looking at the artificial ground version of these boots, so stay where you are and keep watching. And now, let's take another short sneak peek at the artificial ground version of the Adidas Predator Malice Rugby Boots in an all-new colorway of light brown, high red and talc from the Hunt Down Next Pack, which are designed exclusively for use on hard, dry, natural grass surfaces. That is, if not rugby, then there's always a chance of converting these into hockey boots and using them for hockey. Also included on these boots is an all-black stud configuration with a rough texture that makes them intended for use on firm, hard and dry natural grass surfaces. Along with the Predator Malice Control SG, the Predator Malice SG and the rest of the boots that are part of the Adidas Hunt Down Next Pack range, you can pick these up from levelrugby.co.uk for another bargain of $212.59, the exact same price as the soft ground version of these boots. Those two different types of pairs of rugby-specific boots made by Adidas for goal kickers and other backline players are also available in stacks of sizes due to a lack of the online store's customers wanting to make purchases for them. Stay tuned and keep watching as I'll be bringing you our third and final sneak peek of today's episode right here on my Rugby Obsessed Bloke YouTube channel. Don't move. And, for the penultimate segment, the third and final sneak peek of the sixth and final episode of the Adidas Hunt Down Next Pack Rugby Specific Boot Review Series, I have a surprise for all of my viewers and subscribers who are watching this, on either their PC, smartphone, TV or tablet. Here is your first look at a much newer version of the Predator Malice Control SG in a never-before-seen colorway of collegiate navy, night navy, and diva. I just found out recently that this differently colored and recently constructed version was created in collaboration with French clothing brand, Eden Park, which has absolutely nothing to do with the Auckland stadium of the same name, which is what I thought, but that was the Eden Park that the part of the name of the model for these boots was referring to. But anyway, after looking it up, I finally realized that it was going to be an entirely different type of Eden Park, And so now I know, after looking it up on the internet, that there are two types of Eden Parks. One is a stadium based in New Zealand's largest city, Auckland, and the other is a clothing shop based in France's largest city and capital, Paris. You can grab these from lovelrugby.co.uk for a great, but horrendously expensive, only because they're brand new to their range, price of $332 New Zealand dollars and 18 cents. Their distinctive, yet extremely attractive design makes things so much easier for them to stand out on the pitch while on the wearer's feet, and also makes them look rather like they'd be a limited edition. To me, they'd also look like a girl's rugby boot because of their blue and pink-like design. Adidas' famous sprint frame heel construction system for running and their Predator ball control element for kicking are also included. I'm sorry that this won't be my choice of color for rugby boot, as I'm not a pink person. I'm more of a black person, though there isn't as much pink on this version than there is on the version that was constructed for the Sevens tournament. I'm also very sorry that lovelrugby.co.uk was stupid enough not to upload any more photos of these boots to their website, because they've already done that in the past with some other pairs. Enjoy the last few photos, and stay tuned for my final message that I'll use to conclude the season. Here is my final message for this series. Before I continue on, thanks to everyone who has purchased the last remaining pairs of the boots that we have just looked at today from my online store at rugbyobsessedbloke.co.nz. I'll let you know when the Eden Park version of the Adidas Predator Malice Control SG rugby boots will be sold at my online store, so don't panic. It's such a shame for me that the last remaining pairs of the Kakari SG and Kakari Elite SG boots have run out, but in the end, that doesn't even matter. It has been an absolute pleasure for me to put together 6 thrilling episodes in one hell of an exciting season of rugby-specific boot reviewing, and to be able to check out brand spanking new and exciting colorways of newer versions of previously released Adidas rugby-specific boots. I cannot wait to introduce all of my fans to the next Adidas rugby-specific boot pack in the next series. I have put together a double DVD of all the episodes from this series, and I can't wait to release it sometime next week. I'm extremely sorry that it is already due now, and it has taken me 2 consecutive months and a few weeks to complete the production of this episode, and the last one was uploaded to my channel on YouTube on April 9th. I'd like to dedicate this whole series and my yet-to-be-produced DVDs to all those hardcore rugby fans out there today. I would like to say and give many thanks to our principal partner, Adidas Rugby, for all the huge work that you have been putting in throughout this series. I am extremely proud of you and how you have elected to become one of my company's sponsors since I applied a long-term contract with you in 2016, the year after the Rugby Obsessed Bloke company's formation. Your input is greatly appreciated. I'm extremely sorry that I have talked for so long in this video, so you don't have to either watch or listen to the whole thing all at once. It is really up to you next time you watch this. I have made a few videos that run for over 10 minutes, so there is absolutely no need to worry about it. It's not your fault or my fault that this video is this long. I have just decided that that's the way I wanted to produce it. This final message is to all my fans: stay strong, follow your dreams, and make every day a brilliant day in paradise. Much love to all my fans who have been involved in this series. You are wonderful people, so intelligent, enthusiastic and exciting, and you have also made my life one of the best. Thanks so much for watching and taking part in this series, and see you next time as we'll move on to looking at a brand new pack of rugby-specific boots from Adidas right here at my Dunedin-based studio on Rugby Obsessed Bloke. The power behind rugby. Goodbye.